Hey, Bowlers Network fans. I'm back here again, Parker Bohn III, with none other than CDB.
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to talk a little bit today about team bowling. Once again, we're here live at the college tournament, but as much as we're here at the college tournament rooting for our own children, I think that together we know quite a bit about team bowling.
We definitely know a lot about team bowling. I had the privilege of winning the Lucy mixed doubles with Parker, as well as bowling on the Brunswick team with him many years ago. And I bowled on great women's championship teams. So there's a lot to be said about how do you actually put people together to have a successful team.
I think you need the full gamut when you look at it. Okay, we all know it's all about strikes, and strikes are going to prove to be successful and give you an opportunity to win. But bowling is made of strikes and spares, and so many people forget that you need to find somebody who's going to fill frames. So if you want to look at a team concept, especially when you're moving across the center or the facility,
right,
you got to make sure that you have your leadoff bowler that's really going to give you a truthful understanding as to what the lane is doing. That feedback is going to trickle upon everybody else in the team. And when I say that, your leadoff bowler, honestly, folks, most of the time is going to be a good right-handed bowler. A down the lane, down and in bowler that you know can fill the frame and move on to the next thing. But regardless of who is second, third, or fourth there, because me being left-handed, you need to make sure that you have somebody at the end that's got a lot of power in their hand, that's not afraid to throw the double in the 10th, especially when it really comes down to the nitty-gritty.
And I was going to ask you that because I love the concept of the leadoff bowler being able to give you that feedback on what the lanes are doing and maybe make those adjustments, especially on the next pair that you're going to. But I look at the anchor bowler sometimes as a two-way street. Although I want the person that probably has a high strike percentage, I think being able to control the pocket and know that that's the person that's going to hit the 1-3 or the 1-2 if you're left-handed for you each time is also a huge consideration along with that mental game. They may be tied for strike percentage with somebody else on the team, but what may separate them is that I'm going to step up there and I'm going to do what it takes to make sure I knock all 10 down. And I think that's a mental strength that sometimes I don't think we put enough emphasis on.
Yeah, you don't want that bowling, the 5 position, to be the feast or famine.
Right.
Okay? Because that, unfortunately, we all know, folks, that could be disastrous. But if you have that bowler in your 5th position that you know is going to get to the 1-2 or 1-3 pocket respectfully and give yourself an opportunity where their strike percentage is a little bit higher than maybe some of the other guys on the team or gals.
Right.
I mean, it really makes a difference. But probably the biggest thing, and Carolyn, you and me, although you mentioned it, it was 20 years ago when we won the Lucy but no doubles, but having trust in your teammates goes such a long, long way. You have to believe that everybody in your lineup is not only there for you, but they're there for the entire team.
Absolutely. And I think that is the key right there. I've had some great doubles partners and teammates over the years. But one thing I can always say is that no matter who I bowled with, they made me better. So, and not only because, they were great anyway, because obviously you're a great bowler, but they made me better. They, just in execution, mental awareness, and just knowing that your partner or your teammates have full faith in you definitely helps with the confidence. I absolutely love it. So Parker, tell everybody, where can they find us for more tidbits and information?
Make sure you continue to check out BowlersNetwork.com because you will find out an endless amount of information for many years to come.